And welcome back to Chew on This. Today I'm going to show you how to use a mandolin. This happens to be my favorite mandolin. It's the OXO. What I like about it is that it's got a lot of safety features. It has really nice attachments that all come attached to this particular mandolin itself. And when it's in lock position, it's also very safe. It allows you to remove that blade for cleaning. And when we turn it upside down and open the feet, it's got rubber feet that gives it nice stability so it won't shimmy around while you're slicing with it. And again, the side guard keeps it safe and in locked position. When we unlock it, it allows us to open up the area where we can find the attachments. And we'll see these are our vertical slicing attachments. They will give us more of a julienne slice. We've got a thin, very, very thin slice, and we've got the thicker attachment slice. And when we remove it, we would actually put it where the safety guard is on the mandolin, and it would meet up against this attachment that is the slicer. But what we would do is we'd actually take out one of the julienne slice attachments, remove the guard, and replace it with the julienne slice. And then we would lock it back into place, and it's now ready to use. It also will adjust for thickness, and you'll notice that as I adjust it in thickness, this little attachment will raise up and down, sort of like an elevator. It just will give you the thickness. So the attachment itself gives you the width, and then this knob on the side will actually elevate the blade so that you will get the thickness of the slice. That will determine the thickness. So it's a great mandolin. It's not very expensive. You can find a link to Amazon on my website. And another thing I'd like to show you is when I take this off, the way I take it off for safety is I'll use my finger to lock it down on the base and on the top. So I put pressure on equal parts so that my fingers won't get jabbed or sliced, because these are very sharp razor blade attachments. And then to take it off, I do the same thing. And then after it's clean, I keep it all stored, and I'll lock it up into position. What I'd like to show you now is how to use it for slicing. I'm going to set it on 3 millimeters, and we're going to slice a cabbage. I've got a red cabbage here. Now we're going to start off by cutting this pole to pole. I want to make it so that it's safe to manage. I'm going to cut it in half. Now I do have a very sharp knife, but you have to start off by at least cutting around the perimeter so that you can put pressure down to cut it in half. So now it's steady and manageable. And then I'm going to just do a shred. This is going to ultimately be for coleslaw. So I'm going to actually shred a portion. I'm going to start by cutting in half again. So now it's going to be in quarters, much more manageable. And then I'm going to clean it from the core. So I'm just going to do a V-cut. I would call it V-cut, just a V on both sides of the core. And that will allow it to pop out. And we'll take that out, and then it's clean. And then we'll start shredding it. And you'll see it's real easy to do it with a knife. The reason why I like my mandolin so much is because of the julienne attachment. It does make it a lot simpler and quicker to use a julienne slicer on the mandolin. So here we go. We're easily getting through slicing a cabbage without using a mandolin, but I'm going to show you how we can do it with the mandolin as well. There we go. Let's put that off to the side. And now, if we're going to shred it on the mandolin, you have an option. You can do it barehanded, but you have to be really careful because that blade is very sharp. So adjust it to the thickness that you want it and very carefully slice. It also comes with an optional tool that you can use, and the tool, of course, will make it safer. It has little prongs that will stab into the back of the cabbage or the vegetable, and it will allow you to do it more safely, and you can adjust as you slide and cut your vegetable so that it's constantly in the back of the vegetable and your hand won't get sliced. And you'll see we did that very quickly. It's a really thin slice, perfect for any kind of dish. And so thank you very much for tuning in, and for more cooking and nutrition tips, visit mycorenutrition.net, and I'll see you next time.